Live from Fort Worth, Texas, it's a South Division clash here on Saturday night between the Fort Worth Toros and the Louisiana Revolution. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Ramos Lynn. Alongside with me in the booth is none other than Mr. Mickey Malillo. Big shout-outs in the stats truck go to Stephen Hacker. And Mickey, we have a very anticipated matchup here between the Toros and the Louisiana Revolution. Louisiana last season, they only won 4 games. Here in week 11, they have a chance to match that win total. Meanwhile, Fort Worth is trying to keep pace with Mexico City and the South. How's it going today? What are your keys for the matchup?
Oh, you said everything that I wanted to say, Ramos. Right now, Fort Worth wants to stay in pace with Mexico City. They're currently standing 6th in the playoff standings, and they want to at least remain there or move up and take over the South Division lead. Right now, Louisiana, they just want to win to be in the playoff talk. And what Louisiana has to do right now is they got a 3-headed monster on Fort Worth. They have to worry about Marcus Dunhill, Jay-Z Bacon, and Stephen Hacker, who are all their top targets and top yard getters for their team right now.
Louisiana is going to kick the ball off first, and we are underway here from North Texas as the return goes past the 20. A pretty decent one at that with a broken tackle up to the 28-yard line, as we're going to take a look at the Fort Worth Toros offense first, led by one of the best quarterbacks that have ever played here in the Simulation Football League, and Marcus Dunhill, who could be reaching a huge milestone tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Marcus Dunhill right now is 246 yards from being the 5th quarterback in league history to obtain 40,000 yards.
We're going to start off with 2 backs in the backfield and a twin set to the top of the screen. 4-3 defense here for Louisiana. The handoff goes to J.C. Bacon as he gets skinny for a gain of 6 yards to bring up a manageable 2nd down. And for this Louisiana Revolution defense so far this season, a pretty good unit, as they only allow, as we are going to get the numbers here, 16.6 points per game. That's 8th best in the Simulation Football League. 4-4 defense right now. Dunhill passes, checks it down to Stephen Hacker for another gain of a couple. It's going to be 3rd and short.
And that's what I was talking about. Stephen Hacker right now is Dunhill's favorite target. So what Louisiana has to do is try to contain Hacker as much as they can and force Dunhill to throw to another receiver.
3rd down and short. First 3rd down of the game for the Toros. As the Louisiana Revolution show a blitz. They come with it, and they're actually going to stop J.C. Bacon behind the line of scrimmage, actually, for a loss of maybe about half a yard. And Louisiana looks to have the first stop of the game.
Great job there. Sling Shady coming in from the outside linebacker stop, being able to stop Bacon from picking up the 1st down on his first drive.
4th down, 3 yards to go. They will choose to punt with Rose. And she gets it away. The kick all the way to the 22-yard line. The return with some space. Broken tackle by Mike Twinscrew, and that will set up the Louisiana Revolution offense, led by Tommy Utah, the 7th season quarterback, all here with Louisiana. Running backs are Dwayne Sammons and Chris Grant Jr. The fullbacks are Cameron Collier and Noah Scott. Wide receivers Siggy Roenick, Adam Banks, Kingston Ellington, and Mike Twinscrew. The tight ends, 3 of them, Levi Lees, John Michael Sudeth, and Tyler Gregory, with a full offensive line of Sergio Katzlov, Cole Katz, Odette Woodrow, Rose Napoli, and Ray Lafayette. This offense certainly needs to start, in all 5 cylinders, because this is an offense that, despite their talent, has been up and down this year. Man in motion this time for Louisiana. They're going to hand the ball off. That is going to go to Dwayne Sammons for a gain of 3.
And Dwayne Sammons is a big weapon there for the Revolution right now. He's their top yard getter right now with 529 yards. He's top 10 in carries and yards for this season in the SFL.
Louisiana averaging 15 points per game. That's in the bottom 5 in the SFL, despite the talent. They're going to hand off to the right. Good for a gain of about 2 yards. And another 3rd down upcoming, as both defenses are starting up pretty strong.
It looks like the Revolution are using a 2-headed monster. They're using Sammons and Chris Grant Jr. That was Chris Grant Jr. on that rush. Chris Grant Jr. couldn't pick up much, putting 3rd and 4 here for the Revs.
To throw, Tommy Utah with time, the pass middle, and it is incomplete and double coverage. It looked like he had a guy open in a dig route right side of the screen, and 4th down and 4 for Louisiana. They will be forced to punt the ball right back to the Toros.
We got 2-3 and outs to start this game. Looks like we got a great defensive battle here, but Hornick right there, he was just, you were right, he's double covered there. Did get his hands on the ball, but just couldn't bring it in. He just had 2 defenders all around him.
4th down and 4 now for Louisiana. Punting unit is on to the field. Vida Lee is the punter. And she will kick it away to the 23-yard line. A return, this time for Fort Worth. Doesn't get too much, only to about the 27-yard line, as we're going to introduce you to the Fort Worth offense. Marcus Dunhill is the quarterback. J.C. Bacon and Aaron Alexander in the backfield. Henry McGee, Kate Stevens, and Stephen Hacker are the wide receivers. The tight ends are Robert Garrett Jr. James Jennings will now take part in this one. Emilio Panda, Gordon Orme, and Frank Burks are in the offensive line. An offense that has stayed pretty much the same for a number of seasons now, as J.C. Bacon, the main carrier in the backfield, gets about 14 and the first down of the game here for Fort Worth.
You said it, the first down in the game, but J.C. Bacon right there, just great job, swing route there, catching the pass and being able to break the tackles. You see it right here on the replay. Just a great block there by the offensive lineman. That was number 73, Emilio Panda, and just gave J.C. Bacon enough room to pick up a first down there.
First down, 10 yards to go, 7:20 left here in the first quarter. We're just getting started here in this one. A South Division clash between the 5-3 Toros and the 3-4 Revolution. I formation, play action, and a rollout for Dunhill. He has to throw it. Hit as he throw, and the pass is caught. The pass is complete. Absolutely great awareness here by Marcus Dunhill, connecting with Henry McGee for another Toro first down.
What a great play there by Marcus Dunhill. Now you see why he's one of the top quarterbacks in the league. He had pressure coming from his blind side, but he stood there, was able to find McGee, was able to complete that pass for another first down, and the Toros are now driving.
This Toro offense averaging 24 points per game. That's 5th in the Simulation Football League, as J.C. Bacon gets another handoff and rolls over a guy for a gain of about 6 yards. As we're going to introduce you to the Revolution defense, Brian Craven and Gary Burney are the defensive ends. Chance Wald, defensive tackle. 5 linebackers on this one. Tommy Wellbrook Bousset, Chuck Diesel, Gary Clem, Blake B. Craze, and Slyn Shady. Corners are Evan Arthur and Rolliman Hood, and the safeties Nathan Blake, Dante Grimm, and Tank Bennett, as Marcus Dunhill on the ground this time rolls to the right, scrambles, and gets a first down.
And you got to give credit to the Toros line right there. They just did a great job giving Dunhill enough time to be able to scramble and pick up the first down.
First down and 10. Offset I formation, 3 wide receivers. Blitz showing here for Louisiana. They come with it, and on the outside, that's going to be J.C. Bacon for a gain of 3. Really solid drive here for Fort Worth, mixing the pass and the run and having a solid attack.
We were talking about in the first 2 drives as maybe a defensive battle, but Fort Worth went on the sideline after that first 3 and out, and they just revamped their game plan, and now you see them driving right down the field.
22 personnel this time here for Fort Worth. They're going to throw out of it, and this pass is incomplete. Big hit provided. Robert Garrett Jr., the intended receiver.
Robert Garrett Jr. coming over on that post route right over the middle, but there was just too many Revolution there, and he just couldn't get his hands on the ball to be able to possess it. We're going to get a 3rd and long here for the Toros.
It's like man-to-man coverage here for Louisiana, trying to cover this open look for Fort Worth. The Toros with Dunhill will drop back with time. The pass deep, and the pass is caught for a touchdown in double coverage. It's the Cowboy.
Oh, we got to throw it out there. Hashtag throw it to the tight end. Robert Garrett Jr. right there, putting 6 points on the board. It took the second drive, but the Toros are now up 6-0, pending the extra point here. Just a great job on a fly route right from the line, and just stayed on that route, straight and true, and turned around right at the perfect time to catch Dunhill's pass.
I mean, that's what happens when you have a 6'7" target. You just throw it up there, and Robert Garrett Jr., like a basketball center, just posts everybody and comes down with it as the forward Toros draw blood first. 7-0 Toros over Revs here on Saturday night. Fort Worth at 5-3. With a win, they will get more firmly position themselves in the playoff picture. Remember, 25 teams, 12 teams out of the 25 make it to the playoffs, as this kick by Rose goes back in the end zone for a touchback. Fort Worth made some changes. Mickey, now what does Louisiana have to do? What do you think?
I think Louisiana has to do the same thing. They had a 3-and-out in their first drive too. I think Louisiana has to take a look, see what they can do, try to drive the ball down like they did to Fort Worth to reciprocate the touchdown that just happened.
Draw play here on the first play. Nice wrinkle here to start the drive. Dwayne Salmons with the carry. Let's introduce you to the Fort Worth defense. Jeff Duffy and Gary Lee D. Gunn are the defensive ends. Luther Gunn is the defensive tackle. Linebacker E.K. Vincent, Sonny Sky, Dexter Jackson, the former defensive player of the year. Tavias Gordon, Adam Leach, Aiden Davis at the corners. And the safeties are Ben Stone and Delaney Nash. This one is a toss play to the right. Nothing there. Grant Jr. struggling so far here early in the game to get any positive yardage. 3rd and 5.
Yeah, you said it there, Ramos. Chris Grant Jr. just having trouble getting beyond the line of scrimmage. Dwayne Salmons right now is their only person gaining yardage. I think Louisiana needs to put the ball up and try to pass the ball and gain some yards over the air.
That's what they will try to do with a roll out to the right. The pass is incomplete, but we're going to see a defensive pass interference. E.K. Vincent all over the receiver. And it's tough, Mickey, to be a linebacker trying to cover a wide receiver.
Oh, absolutely. And right there, that was Kingston Ellington right there, the intended receiver. But absolutely, the Toros defender there just got there way too early, put a hit on Ellington, and that's the reason why Louisiana has a new lease on life here and continuing the drive.
So the first down of the game for the Revolution come in via penalty, a defensive pass interference, as they're going to have a man in motion. That's Sigi Ronick, tallest wide receiver on this very talented group at 6'6". Utah to throw. Utah goes deep, and the pass is caught to Mike Twinscrew for a 1st down. So both offenses, after a very sluggish first drive, moving the ball pretty well.
Absolutely. And Tommy Utah, he's been in the league 7 seasons, all 7 seasons here in Louisiana. Finding Mike Twinscrew right there on a short post route, great job there. You said it, they were sluggish in the first drive, but they're starting to drive the ball, especially after that defensive pass interference to give them another 1st down.
Solid pick play, the sign right here for Louisiana as one of the defensive players got bottled up. This is a deep throw and incomplete just off the fingertips of Adam Banks. And make it a 2nd down and 10. Not a bad throw. Throw it to your big guy, 6'4", 210.
Oh no, Adam Banks, just great receiver there. Turned around. It was a great throw there by Utah. Just Banks couldn't get his hands on the ball.
Empty look here for Louisiana. Dexter Jackson right there shading in coverage. Looks like man-to-man. Utah will drop back. Has time. Clean pocket. Utah steps up, and the pass is caught for another 1st down. That's JMS.
Oh, just a great job there by Sudduth right there to catch the ball. But I got to give credit to Sergey Katzloff there. He put on a great block on the defensive end coming in around the end to give Tommy Utah enough time to get the ball to Sudduth to pick up another 1st down.
Dexter Jackson, a really solid cover linebacker. 10th season here in the Simulation Football League. First with Fort Worth. Draw play this time. Salmons, nothing doing there. They're going to give him a couple yards as E.K. Vincent makes the stop. Louisiana also now in scoring range. And the over-under for this game, 36.5. Again, both defenses have played well this year. Fort Worth favored by over a touchdown at 7.5. As this is going to be a broken tackle off the pitch. And another gain of about a couple, 3rd and 6.
Now, it's a pivotal play here for Louisiana. They're down by a full touchdown here, and now they got to try. They got to get this first down. If they want to stay in this game, they just got in the red zone. So it's going to be a big play for the Rev.
Utah will go down on the rollout. That was beautifully read right there by the defensive lineman on a stunt.
Oh, that was
go down.
Jerry DeGond right there coming in from the defensive end spot. He was untouched and got right to Tommy Utah. Unfortunate for Louisiana, but they're still well in field goal range for Bordeaux to be able to put at least 3 on the board here.
Otis Boudreau from 40 yards out, right hash, right-footed kicker. And this kick is going to go up and curves left for a successful field goal. 7-3, Fort Worth leads Louisiana at about the endings of the first quarter. 2 minutes left here in the first. So first couple drives, 0 points. Now both offenses able to put points on the board.
And that's key for Louisiana. They got to stay within this high-powered Fort Worth offense. And just putting 3 points on the board, that's perfect for them. They just need to get into the end zone.
His return will go by McGee, and McGee finds a crease. Otis Boudreau has to slow him down. But a great return all the way to the 44-yard line as the Toros are set up with great field position. As we take a look at the blocking here, Mickey.
Oh, no, just a great job. And as you said, Bordeaux, and I got to give credit to my fellow kickers. If they got to come up and slow down a returner, let them do it. But that was still a great return by McGee right there, putting Fort Worth on their own 44, only 56 yards to put another touchdown on the board.
McGee will come back into the game now, being the man in the backfield, dotting the offset eye. Showing off a blitz. McGee gets the handoff right side, and McGee with a good block by the right tackle gets 7 on first down.
Great job there, just mixing it up. Give Jay-Z Bacon a little bit of a break. And you have Henry McGee go back there and be the tailback. And McGee right there, you just saw him run on the kickoff, picking up 7 yards there on first down, crossing over into Louisiana territory.
Good work right there by Aaron Alexander, getting the linebacker on the block. 2nd down and 3. Now J.C. Bacon is going to come back into the game, and Alexander actually gets the handoff. Maybe a gain of about half a yard, not much more than that. 3rd and 2, and this will be pretty important if Louisiana can get a stop here on 3rd down and try to shift the momentum to their side.
Oh, absolutely. Gary Clem there on the tackle. Great job coming in from outside linebacker. Big play here for Louisiana. If they can stop them, they can get the ball back and possibly take the lead.
And off again, Alexander will not get the first down, they say. Maybe worth throwing a challenge flag. What do you see there, Mickey?
I'm not sure. That was very close. I'd be interested in seeing a review, and it looks like we're going to get that.
So let's take a retroactive look at the play. Get your console to play SFL on the go at GoRetroid.com. I think there's a solid challenge here for Fort Worth. Definitely looked really close.
Let's see. It looks like they got the first down. Alexander comes up. It looks like the ball does cross that yellow line, but that's not official. So we'll see what the Stripes have to say on the field.
And the rule will stand, actually. So as you say, the yellow line is not official. You know, what matters is the chains. And just by the nose of the football, do you go for it here?
I don't think so. I think that Fort Worth's defense has been doing pretty good. Just punted away, pinned Louisiana back deep. But it looks like Fort Worth doesn't want to listen to me.
Well, let's see. 22 personnel and a wing who goes in motion. That's Stephen Hacker from left to right. 8 players in the box here for Louisiana. They're going to go for it. A rollout. Downhill keeper, and he's not going to be close. Gary Clem with the tackle for loss. I don't hate the play call, Mickey, but what a play by the linebacker.
There's a lot of time left in this game, and I may be a little bit more conservative in my play calling. I would have punted the ball, pinned them. You've got a great kicker in Amelia Rose. Could have pinned them back inside the 20. Now you're giving Louisiana the ball near midfield.
The momentum on their side too. You know, there's a few things that will shift momentum more than a fourth down stop, as the Revolution keep it on the ground, get 5 on the play. Maybe a couple more plays before the end of a very exciting first quarter of play here in this South Division clash on Saturday night. A couple of teams right there in the thick of the playoff race. Heavy set this time, 23 personnel. They're going to hand off to the fullback again. That's Collier, and Collier rolls over a guy for a first down.
Oh, Cameron Collier right there doing his job. Fullback. They are big men, 6'4", 260 yards, known as mainly a blocking back. But when they get the ball, it takes a lot to bring them down.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Cameron Collier coming into the game, a 2-time All-Star. 15 career rushing touchdowns. This year, Collier has 7 carries coming into the game for only 13 yards. They're going to give it away to Dwayne Salmons again for a gain of about 6. And that's going to be the end of a, again, very exciting first quarter of play. Fort Worth leads 7-3, but Louisiana has the momentum and is marching. You're watching the Simulation Football League right here on YouTube. Ramos Lynn and Mickey Melillo, who just got a game-winning field goal earlier on in this Saturday action of SFL football to bump the Minnesota Legend to a 7-2 record. Handoff goes again to Collier. Again, Collier, Mickey, coming into the game, 7 carries for 13 yards. He's pretty much got all the production right here in the first half.
And that's, I think, something that Louisiana has to do. Everybody's focusing on Dwayne Salmons, and they're not looking at the fullback, but he is right now. I mean, he's not picking up a lot of yards, but the fullback only has to pick up a first down.
It's a short toss play right there by the Revolution off the right-hand side. Dwayne Salmons has another Revs first down. Trying to get their first lead of the game. Salmons this year, 136 carries coming into the game, 529 yards. Both of them ranked 9th in the SFL. 3 rushing touchdowns as well. Offset single back. They're going to put a man in motion. Let's see if they toss it right again. With 3 receivers. No, they're going to run opposite side, actually, and there's no blocking there. Loss of 1. Dexter Jackson with the TFL.
And that was Chris Grant Jr. again. So Dwayne Salmons and Cameron Collier right now are been their big producers on the ground. But Chris Grant Jr. just can't get anything. He's currently 4 attempts, 4 yards, just 1 yard per carry.
Utah to throw deep. The pass incomplete. A very timely, well-made hit by Delaney Nash. And that's going to be 3rd and long for Louisiana. Exactly where the Revs don't want to be at. Last time they were in a 3rd down situation, they got sacked.
And right now, this is a very pinnacle point, because if they get sacked, they may push out of field goal range.
Right there, they're just in the outskirts of scoring position at the 31-yard line. It will be about a 48-yard field goal from here. 4 receivers now to the right side. Utah to throw. Utah with time, passes deep, and the pass is incomplete. Delaney Nash again with another big-time hit. Twin Screw cannot come up with it. A good throw by Utah, but a better defensive play, and it's going to be 4th and 11.
Now, this is really on the edge of Bordeaux's range. He's a solid kicker. 9 seasons in the league, 7 with Louisiana. Let's see what he can do.
His kick is up, and it is good by Otis Boudreau. Now 2 of 2 in the game. 7-6 Fort Worth leads.
And like I said, Otis Boudreau, he's a solid kicker. He's been in the league a long time. This is a long kick for any SFL kicker, but he kicked that with ease, splitting the uprights. Now just a 1-point game from going 3 and out to scoring on their next 2 possessions. Louisiana just needs to find the end zone.
For that, Fort Worth will have a chance from the 20-yard line. Good kick by Otis Boudreau. Last time Otis Boudreau put the ball in play, There was a very good return by Henry McGee to the 44-yard line. This time, the Toros will be starting at the 20. In Louisiana defensively this year, they've been a really good unit. Pretty much across the board, 8th in points allowed per game. Man in motion, that's going to be the Cowboy, who already has a touchdown in this matchup. Handoff goes to the left. McGee will get the handoff for the second time in a row to start a drive. Henry McGee in the backfield gets 4.
And Frank Burks right there, he was the guard on that side, just putting in a big block to give McGee a hold to be able to pick up the 4 yards on first down.
4-3 defense here for Louisiana. Dunhill will throw middle, and the pass is dropped. A rare drop by Kate Stevens right there over the middle. 3rd down and 6 for the Toros.
You see Kate Stevens right there. He's just beside himself. He should have had that ball. When it hits your hands, you've got to catch that ball. But Kate Stevens couldn't bring it in. And now 3rd and long here for the Toros.
3rd down and 6. 3 wide receivers here for the Toros. Man in motion. That's going to be McGee. Very active in this game so far. Dunhill will throw. 5-step drop back. Dunhill runs out of time. Scrambles. Breaks a tackle. Dunhill tries to get a first down. He will not. Slides just about a yard shy, but what an heroic play right there by Dunhill. Just to get anything out of that one.
I'm not going to call Marcus Dunhill anymore. I'm going to call him Marcus Houdini because he caused 3 missed tackles there. Didn't get the first down, but still did not get sacked.
How didn't he lose like 7 yards on the play is crazy. As Fort Worth anyway will have to punt. Louisiana does get yet another stop, their 2nd stop in a row, and 3rd and 4th drives. They will have the ball in great field position at the own 45-yard line. 3 wide receiver set. Another man in motion. It's going to be Ronick from left to right. Nickel defense here for Fort Worth. Utah to throw. The pass is slant. It's caught. That's going to be twin screw for a gain of 7.
And just another great job by Tommy Utah right there. Looking at all his receivers, finding a good read, finding twin screw open there on the right flat, picking up 7 yards. Louisiana is doing actually a great job driving the ball down the field now.
It's going to be again another 22 personnel. Collier with the handoff, and he'll be just short of a first down. 3rd down and inches coming up. And if I'm Louisiana, I think I'm giving the ball again to Collier here on 3rd and inches, Mickey.
Oh, you're reading my mind right there, Ramos. I'm thinking the same thing. Give it to Collier, give it to the big boy. Let him push his way through and pick up 6 inches.
And that's exactly what they will do. And actually, it's not Collier. It's going to be the backup fullback. That's number 24, Noah Scott, with the carry. Noah Scott just as big as Collier pretty much. 6'3", 255. Second season here with the refs.
But still the same thought process. Give it to the fullback. Let him pick up the first down.
I formation, toss play to the right. Dwayne Salmons with a little bit of room, but immediately closed down by Dexter Jackson, a gain of 2 yards.
And Dexter Jackson did a great job there, keeping an eye on where the running back's going, coming in from outside linebacker and just stopping Salmons with just a 2-yard gain.
3 wide receiver set again for the refs. Handoff goes to Grant, and to your point, nothing doing there again. Chris Grant really struggling against this defense.
Chris Grant right now just having a tough time against the Toros defense. You said it, Ramos. He's averaging less than a yard per carry. I think they need to focus on Salmons and Collier if they're going to keep it on the ground.
4 wide receiver set, forward trying to make a stop. Utah throws deep, and the pass incomplete. Dexter Jackson coming from his linebacker position all the way to the flat to make a deflection. Twin screw unable to catch that one, and the Toros get a pretty big stop on defense.
Yeah, big stop here for the Toros. Tom, both quarterbacks right now are struggling. Both of them are under 60 yards so far in the game. they've been relying on their running game mainly.
This kick will bounce well into the end zone for a touchback. And Fort Worth will have another shot at it. Still half the quarter to go. 5:20 left here in the second. JC Bacon has been a little bit quiet so far in this game, Mickey. I think they will try to involve him just a little bit more here on this drive.
And JC Bacon so far only 4 carries for 14 yards. That's not much for JC Bacon.
JC, a guy who's accustomed to running the football 20, 25 times. They're going to give him the ball. Breaks a tackle. Gets 4 on the play. That's a pretty decent start to the drive.
Now, great job there by JC Bacon. 4 yards. What Fort Worth wants to do here is at least drive down the field, get another 3 points on the board to make this more than just a field goal game.
4-4 defense here for Louisiana, really expecting the run, and they will run the ball. Gets about 1 yard. That's actually going to be not JC Bacon. That is number 28, Rick Dane, with the handoff. Gary Clem, who's had a sensational first half, including a tackle for loss to turn the football over on downs. Dunhill will throw to the outside, incomplete. Just completely overshots JC Bacon, and a drive that doesn't amount to nothing here for Fort Worth. They will have to punt the football away.
And this was a pivotal drive for Fort Worth. Again, it's only a 1-point game, 4.5 left in the second quarter. They really need to put some points on the board because Louisiana gets the ball back in the second half.
Spawn goes away from Emilia Rose, and a fair catch is called by Twin Screw at the 39-yard line. The SFL convention is headed to Baltimore for the 2025 convention, kicking off the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th through the 14th. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's Inner Harbor and revel in the league's first convention on the East Coast. You can reserve your room now at the special group rate at simfl.net. Handoff, Dwayne Salmons, not much doing there, maybe half a yard at most, as Dexter Jackson and company are there for the tackle.
Great job there by Dexter Jackson, just reading that play perfectly, keeping Salmons to 0 gain.
Another offset I formation. Nickel defense for the Toros. Toss play to the right. Grant breaks a tackle and goes down after a gain of about 3 yards. C.K. Vincent making the stop. Probably the best carry that Grant has had all night.
I was about to say the same thing. It was positive yards for Grant. He's really been at 0, 1, or 2. I think his long so far has been 3. It was probably one of his better carries so far.
Bunch formation here for the Revs. Rolling out, Utah passes middle, caught, first down. Beautiful route right there by the wide receiver, Mickey, just running past the sticks.
Great job. Ziggy Hornick right there, just coming across. He was in the slot position right there, just a down and in, knew exactly where the first down marker was, and he made sure to get there and catch the ball, giving Louisiana a first down.
We're going to stay with the same formation, or a very similar one anyway. Offset single back. Handoff goes to Salmons, and he's going to go nowhere. Dexter Jackson again, another tackle for a loss.
Dexter Jackson is all over the field right now. Just doing a great job reading this. Dexter Jackson so far, it's his 4th tackle of the night. 1 for loss, and that's actually the 2nd for loss, not to mention a pass deflection.
Second down, 11 yards to go. Utah to throw. Utah scrambles, and Dexter Jackson puts the hurt on the quarterback. Gets about 2 on the play. 3rd and long upcoming.
It's Dexter Jackson cloning himself because he's all over the field right now.
Yes. And, as a guy who's, had the privilege to coach him for 9 seasons, that's just 54, doing 54 things. Utah to throw. Utah middle. The pass caught. Vincent prevents the first down from happening. And another decision here, Mickey. We're going to hit the 2-minute warning, but what do you do here? Do you go for it or do you punt?
Looks like Louisiana is going for it. I kind of like this play call.
We're going to see it at the other end of the 2-minute warning, though. Fort Worth 7, Louisiana 6. The offense will stay on the field.
This is
Go ahead.
It's a gutsy call here for Louisiana. They're only on the 40, but they get the ball back to start the second half.
Give it to Collier, first down. He's got enough for a first. I think that's Dexter Jackson again with another tackle, but Collier enough to move the chains.
And again, great play call there. They're a short yardage situation. What do? You give it to your big man. He only has to pick up 1, 2. In that instance, he only had to pick up 9 inches, and he picked it up.
Twin screw in motion. Looks like zone coverage here for the Toros. Utah to throw. Utah goes deep, and the pass. Dexter Jackson again. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Okay, Ramos, you know him from Mexico City. How is he all over the field? I have to know this.
Just crazy. You know, coming from a guy who was an undrafted rookie back when he joined the league. You know, no SFL experience, and quickly developed into being a premier linebacker in this league. And he is in top form right now in season 10 of his career. Utah will go down as Gary D gone. My goodness, another stunt, just running past the tackle. Tackles Utah for a big loss.
That's almost the same play we saw DeGond earlier, just being able to get around Sergey Katzloff right there, barely touched, picking up another sack here. 3rd and 16, well out of field goal range. Louisiana's a long way to go to get this first down.
Utah to throw, checks it down. That's not going to be anywhere near first down yardage or even scoring position, as the Fort Worth Toros will call a timeout. So they will get the ball back on this upcoming punt, and they think that with about a minute and a half, Mickey, they will have a chance. But Louisiana will stay on the field? Is this 4th down?
I believe so.
Louisiana going for it. Tommy Utah, the pass incomplete. Dexter Jackson again in coverage, and just absolutely puzzling here. 4th and very long. Louisiana goes for it, and that wasn't even close.
I'm confused. I don't know why Louisiana went for it. I mean, they're on Fort Worth 40. Yes, I get it. There's a minute left, but if Marcus Dunhill gets into the groove, he can go 60 yards without a problem.
Toss play, JC Bacon. JC gets about 4 yards. Good chase down right there by the defense. 4-yard pickup, and the Fort Worth Toros have the ball at their own 44-yard line. Still a couple of timeouts.
Well, the timeout before was on Louisiana, it looks like.
It was on Louisiana, so still all 3 timeouts for the Toros. Handoff, Alexander, nothing doing there. Chuck Diesel with the tackle. Now Fort Worth will call a timeout. So that tells me that will be aggressive here on 3rd down.
Oh, I believe so. I mean, they're on their own 45. They're about 25, 30 yards from a field goal. And that field goal will put them up by 4 because, once again, Louisiana gets the ball to start the second half.
Dunhill, the throw, deep drop back. The pass is a check down as a screen, and that is beautifully read right there by Slynn. And you know, this Louisiana defense, they've been very impressive so far this game. They started off with a 3-and-out to start the ball game. Then they did allow a touchdown, but ever since, they've been in lockdown mode.
Oh, absolutely. I think they're just going to run out the clock here, not even try to punt the ball, which they did.
So, very, again, exciting first half of play. Low scoring. If you like defense, this is your kind of game. 7-6. The Fort Worth Toros lead the Louisiana Revolution. And I want to hear from you, Mickey. What stood out for you? And what do you think both teams need to do here in the second half to come away with a victory?
On Louisiana's side, Tommy Utah is doing a great job reading the defense, but the only problem is he is targeting Mike Twin Screw just way too much. He's already targeted him 6 times, only caught 3 for 26 yards. Tommy Utah has 76 yards total passing. Dwayne Salmons has 23 yards, respectable in the first half. On the other side of the ball, Marcus Dunhill is just having issues getting the ball to any of his receivers right now. 3 receivers, all 3 have 1 reception. Right there, Gond, he was going to be my player of the half. Right there, got 2 sacks on the game. I think both teams on offense needs to figure out their air game. Their ground game's doing great, but they need to know how to pass the ball and connect with their receivers.
Let's take a quick halftime break presented by Brakes GPT. We'll be right back.
Just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
It's an Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
Seven to 6, Fort Worth against Louisiana. Break into the world of sports memorabilia, collecting with Brakes GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Brakes GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of a price. Join the community of collectors on our Brakes GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, brakesgpt.com. As we take a look at the stats, very even for both teams, Mickey. The average yards per play, Fort Worth with a slight edge, but Louisiana has the edge on first downs gained. Only 3 first downs in the first half for the Toros. Dwayne Salmons with a strong carry to start this one up, 7 yards. And we'll actually send it over to Cameron Irvine for a game break update. Cam, what you got for us?
Thank you, Ramos. Denver off that big upset over Arizona in D.C. tonight, hoping for another, but the Dragons are not giving the Nightwings much hope tonight. That pick 6 puts D.C. up 17-0. We're midway through the second. Back to you in Fort Worth.
Thank you, Cam. As Cam Collier, from Cam to Cam, Cam Collier gets about maybe half a yard on that one. 3rd down and 4. And, you know, it worked really well in the first half, Mickey, but it looks like Fort Worth's defense has adjusted a little bit.
They have, but I think Cam Collier, that was a long 2nd down play to use him.
Utah will go down. Jeff Duffy, this rollout on 3rd down has been really bad news for Louisiana, as Fort Worth has that on lock. A 7-yard loss on the sack, 3rd sack of the game for the Toros.
Just Duffy right there was able to get around the blockers from the line and just got right to Utah. Utah had no chance to let go of that ball.
And, you know, Louisiana actually ran that play to the opposite side this time. You know, running, that's something that you don't like to do a lot as an offensive coordinator. You don't want to roll your quarterback to his opposite side. You know, obviously, Utah being a right-handed quarterback, you don't normally want him running left. But, you know, they were like, man, Gary D. Gahn is absolutely wrecking this. Let's try the other side. And it was the same exact result with Jeff Duffy. As Fort Worth will have tremendous field position right there at the midfield logo at the 48-yard line. Split backs formation here for the Toros. Man in motion is going to be Kate Stevens, the former Vancouver Legion player. Making it a 1-by-1 set. Toss play to the right. J.C. Bacon breaks a tackle, but great pursuit right there by Diesel on the play. 1-yard gain.
You got to give credit there to Flynn Shady. He came in from the outside linebacker to slow down J.Z. Bacon to make sure he couldn't pick up much. And it was the other defender to come in to complete the tackle, only 1 yard.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. Look at this defensive formation. 5 defensive linemen stacked to either side of the formation. A couple of blitzers up the A-gap. They will go through the A-gap, but great pursuit right there by Gary Burney. Maybe half a yard gain by the Toros. And this Louisiana defense is just putting everything and anything out there in the defensive playbook trying to stop this offense.
If I was Fort Worth, I'd keep an eye on that formation. Give Dunhill the option to call an audible to run the play right up the gut to pick up more yards.
This pass, middle, incomplete right there up the seam, actually. Great coverage by Louisiana one more time. Stephen Hacker on a skinny post unable to come up with it, and it's another 3-and-out forced by the refs' defense.
Now, Stephen Hacker, I mentioned him at the top of the broadcast. He is Dunhill's favorite receiver, but that's only his second target so far, and he only has 2 yards.
Punt going away. This one will be led bounce at the 2-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. So Louisiana will come up at the 20-yard line. Louisiana offense, Mickey, they have to wake up. The defense has given them every chance that they can.
And on the other side of the token, Fort Worth's defense is doing the same exact thing. They're giving their offense the same chance, but Fort Worth's offense, with the exception of the second drive of the game, hasn't been able to move the ball.
Let's see, we see another toss play here on the left-hand side for Louisiana. That's exactly what it will go. Dwayne Salmons, I mean, beautifully read by Dexter Jackson. You know, this is Dexter Jackson. How many tackles does he have? At this point, it seems like he has about 12 of them. It's actually going to be 7 solo tackles. That's a couple tackles for a loss.
6 solo tackles, 2 assists so far.
Utah to throw. Utah with all day. The pass incomplete. Double coverage. Delaney Nash in coverage. Actually, I think Ben Stone right there. Both safeties converging. And it's going to be 3rd and 10. This is just typical traditional old school South Division football, man.
Oh, absolutely.
No, like both teams not giving an inch.
No, you're absolutely right.
Utah to throw. 7-step drop back. Tosses it to Salmons. Can he get the first down? Yes, he can. A 10.5-yard gain, good enough to move the chains. And Salmons has one of his best plays of the game.
Now, we saw the stat at the beginning of the second half. Louisiana had 8 first downs as opposed to Fort Worth 3 first downs. The big thing about Louisiana is they're able to pick up the first downs, but they're not able to get in the end zone. Even though Fort Worth only got 3 first downs, which was on that second drive of the game, they still got in the end zone, and that's why they have the lead so far.
Utah to throw with a clean pocket. Utah passes outside, caught right there for the coverage was Tavius Gordon, but a good throw right there by Tommy Utah connecting with Mike Twinscrew. Again, Mike Twinscrew has been the most targeted guy here in this game. That was his 5th catch on 8 targets.
And this is the Revolution is starting to drive. They're doing the same exact thing. Second drive of the half, they're starting to drive the ball. They need to get in the end zone, though, and they can't settle for 3.
That's a pretty good continuation to that, as Cam Collier has 5 and a first down. Cam Collier already 6 carries for 15 yards in this game, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, for a fullback, having those first downs, you know, he has converted about 3 of them already in this game. Makes a big difference in your offense. This is a slant route to Mike Twinscrew again for a gain of 4.
I really think Louisiana has to get the ball in the hands of other players. We're only calling 3 names: Salmons, Collier, and Twinscrew. Other players have to catch the ball, run the ball, if they really want to shake up this Toros defense.
Yeah, JMS had that big catch, early in the game, and that was for 23 yards. To this point, the longest play of the game for Louisiana, and ever since, he's been completely silent. Cameron Collier, with another handoff, gets 1. Make it up a 3rd and 6. Fort Worth trying to make a stop and preserve this lead.
And I'll say it again, I think both offenses need to air the ball out. Both quarterbacks right now under 100 yards.
Kingston Ellington goes in motion as Gordon follows. Utah to throw. Utah goes deep, and the pass is incomplete right to the hands of Delaney. That was very reckless right there by Tommy Utah, but Fort Worth makes another 3rd down stop, and they'll get the ball again.
And Louisiana, again, gets a couple of first downs, but they just can't drive the ball. They can't finish the drive. So that's why their first downs are lopsided to their side, but they just can't do anything with it.
Spawn goes away, fielded at about the 17-yard line. McGee with a broken tackle. A penalty is down. This may be in the area of holding or blocking the back.
I was going to say, I think it's a face mask on the tackle there. That was number 68 on the defense. And, yeah, I saw that all the way.
Yeah, ruled an incidental face mask, so it's a 5-yard penalty. Fort Worth will have the ball at the 27-yard line. We take a look at the updated numbers.
And again, you look at those stats, it's so lopsided on the first downs. But Louisiana, they'll get a couple of first downs, but they can't continue the drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Only thing that matters right now is 7-6. Fort Worth leading. Thanks to that first half touchdown by the Cowboy. Robert Garrett Jr. Broken tackle right here for J.C. Bacon, but good pursuit right there by the rest of this defense. A 3-yard gain. Your time is now to get your voice on the call. We are looking for passionate SFL participants to join our broadcast team for the continuation of SFLM Season 9, kicking off next month. Please visit simfl.net/broadcasting for more details on how you can get involved and be one of the biggest difference makers in the future of SFL action. This is going to be a screen pass. McGee, absolutely nothing doing there as Louisiana send the whole house after the quarterback and the receiver, and it's going to be a loss of about 3 yards.
Louisiana just sent everybody in, and that was just a great job, great call there. It's almost like the coaching staff for the Revolution knew what the play call was going to be.
To throw the football as Marcus Dunhill finds some space. The pass is caught by McGee to the 49-yard line, and another Fort Worth first down. Only their 4th of the game.
I mean, you're talking about you have a quarterback who's one of the top in the league, top 5 in all passing yards right now, and he just hasn't been able to connect to receivers, and they've only had 4 first downs. Dunhill needs to just air it out here. Let him get in the end zone. Pass to his receivers. He's got 3 receivers and 2 tight ends. Use them all.
Handoff goes to Dane. Dane, nothing doing there. A loss of about 1 yard. And again, Fort Worth, when they're making something good, Mickey, I mean, the very next play sometimes, loss of 1, or, they incomplete pass. They have been unable to string good plays together. Dunhill with time, drops back, the pass deep, incomplete. Another great coverage right there by the Revs secondary, and they're just getting nothing deep. I mean, other than the touchdown to the Cowboy, and even that was on double coverage. They've been unable to get anything deep.
And right there, that was Nathan Blake on coverage. Just great defending there by Louisiana, but you're right. I think they shouldn't go deep. They're covering that very well. Throw those 5 and ins, those short little out routes. 2 of those, you get a first down.
3rd down, 11 yards to go. Dunhill drops back. Dunhill scrambles right. Dunhill tries to run for down, and Dunhill will not get the first. Very close, though, and that will probably tempt the coaches to throw in the challenge flag. What did you see there?
Here's what I saw. I saw 6'4", 340-pound, 7-season veteran defensive tackle Chase Wall chase down Marcus Dunhill from the backfield. If it wasn't for him, this would have been possibly a pass down the field.
Oh, Dunhill, he turns to the left, and he gets the first down. What a play by the veteran quarterback, Mickey. That play is designed to go roll out naked to the right, but he saw the defender coming right in his face, and he said, you know what, let me turn this middle, gets the first down. That's exactly how they got stopped on 4th down in the first half. Now it's going to be a dump off to Hacker, and he has nothing on the play.
And that was Hacker. He was lined up in the backfield for that swing pass. I don't disagree with this playbook here for the Toros. It's just nothing is happening pass-wise out of the backfield. They've got to throw the ball over the middle. And
Dunhill with the screen pass. J.C. Bacon with blockers. Bacon first down. All the way to the 23-yard line, and this is the best Fort Worth drive they've had since the second drive of the game that culminated in that touchdown.
All right, Toros, I'll shut up now. I just said the swing pass isn't working, and J.C. Bacon just shut me up, picking up 13 yards on that play, picking up first down in striking distance of the SFL red zone.
First down, 10 yards to go. Split backs formation, twins top of your screen. Louisiana showing the blitz right side. They come with it and they absolutely crush Marcus Dunhill. That's Slyn with the sack, completely unblocked off the right-hand side.
Oh my god, Slyn Shady right there. Was nothing shady about that. He just came in and pancaked Dunhill. I'm happy Marcus was able to get up after that hit, but Slyn Shady right there, as you see it right there, 3 tackles, that huge sack right there on first down for a loss of 7.
Second down, 17 yards to go. Dunhill, quick 2-step drop back. The pass is caught by Hacker, but again, Stephen Hacker unable to get going with any yak. Only 3 yards on the play. It's going to be a 3rd and long.
Even Hacker has just been super quiet tonight. Fort Worth right now, they're in field goal range, so they can put points on the board, but they still got to move forward and not backwards.
Dunhill across his body. The pass almost intercepted. Trying to connect with Stephen Hacker, trying to force feed the number 1 wide receiver, but nothing doing there. That was one of Marcus Dunhill's most puzzling plays here of the game. Just completely across his body.
And they're bringing out Emilio Rose here for the field goal. Very solid kicker, very consistent. Even at 45 yards, this is almost a guarantee.
Emilio Rose hooks it right, and the kick is up and good. A very important 3 points here, Mickey, with points just being unable and almost impossible to come by. 10-6 now. Fort Worth leads Louisiana. And the Revolution are forced to get something that they have been unable to get all. That's a touchdown.
Oh, absolutely. That 3 points right there puts this a 4-point differential. And you're right. Louisiana has not been able to get into the end zone. This may be the drive that they get a chance and drive down the field and get into the end zone. They need 6 points, possibly 7. 3 points isn't going to do it. They're still going to be behind, and we're about to enter the 4th quarter.
So from the 20-yard line, Tommy Utah and company will have another shot at it. 17 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter, maybe the last play of the quarter. And off goes to Dwayne Sammons, finds a crease, and Sammons actually pushes forward for a gain of 6 yards. A solid start of this drive. And that will indeed be the last play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you after this quick pause. 10-6, Fort Worth leads Louisiana, and we'll be right back from Fort Worth, Texas, after a word from the league.
The presentation of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Back here in North Texas, Fort Worth leads by 4. Despite their struggles throughout the entire game to even pick up first downs, this defense has been superb, led by Dexter Jackson, as this toss play will go for a gain of about 2 as Ben Stone makes the tackle. And this is another 3rd down situation here for Louisiana.
It's a big 3rd down here, but we're entering the 4th quarter, Ramos, so I gotta say, put your 4s, your 12s, your 68s, your 86s, and your 93s in chat right now.
Handoff goes to Collier, unable to get a down. Dexter Jackson brings the fullback backwards, and man, they're gonna challenge this one. I mean, I don't hate it. You know, in this situation, you use everything that you can use to try to go win this football game. So let's take a retroactive look at the play. Get your console to play SFL on the go at goretroid.com. What do you think on this one?
Let's take a look. I don't know. I need a better angle on that. It's really hard to check from behind, but
right here.
No, I don't think he got it. Again, the yellow line is not official. It's more the chains, but I don't think he got it.
I think he's short. So, yep, the ruling on the field will stand. The ruling on the field will stand. He needed to get to the 30-yard line exactly, because obviously, you know, it was a touchback, so the drive started at exactly the 20. He needed to get at the 30, and I agree. I think he got to about the 29 and a half, but not much further than that. And they will punt this football away. I don't think it's a bad choice to punt it away.
Oh, no, absolutely. You still got a full quarter to go. You are only down by 4 points, so a touchdown will put you in the lead. And your defense has been doing a great job all game so far.
McGee with a return takes it to the 31-yard line, so that's where we see again the Fort Worth offense. You know, an offense that has been kind of up and down in this game. Here in the second half, last drive, able to get some positive plays going, and you have to think with the game, the way the game is going, they just need one more drive. If they can get another very good drive, put the ball in the end zone, you really put things extremely difficult for Louisiana. First down and 10, handoff goes to Hacker, and Stephen Hacker with the first handoff of the game breaks a tackle. Stephen Hacker still going with a gain of about 16 and a forward first down.
I'm kind of liking this Toros game plan. So far, we've seen Jay-Z Bacon, we've seen Henry McGee, and now we're seeing Stephen Hacker in the backfield. So they're not relying on Jay-Z Bacon to do all the running. They're using their speedy receivers to be able to pick up first downs, and that's what Stephen Hacker there. He may not be catching the ball, but he's doing a great job running the ball so far.
First down. That's going to be a screen pass. J.C. Bacon breaks a tackle as Chuck Diesel makes a stop after a 4-yard gain. But to your point, man, like Tommy Utah has, a couple of rushing attempts. Dwayne Sammons has over 10 rushing attempts. Chris Grant, has some as well. For Fort Worth, they're doing the same thing. Marcus Dunhill with those rollouts, 6 rushing attempts, as Marcus Dunhill will check it down. That was backwards, actually, so that's probably going to be another run here for Allen Alexander, who has 4 in the game. J.C. Bacon getting involved, Henry McGee getting involved, Stephen Hacker, so everybody's getting the football on the ground.
And I don't know if you saw the graphic before Fort Worth took over this drive, but there was only a 2-yard difference between these two offenses right now. The biggest difference is Fort Worth is able to drive down the field.
Henry McGee with another catch, gets about 10 yards and a Toros first down. I have to say, Henry McGee has looked like the more consistent offensive player here for Fort Worth, at least of the skill guys. Has 4 catches for 50 yards now. Also has a couple of handoffs for 11 yards and has been very good in kick returns.
Oh, no. Henry McGee is the only receiver on both sides of the ball right now. I take that back. John Michael Sudduth is also 100%, but Henry McGee is 4 for 4 right now.
Dunhill, another drop by Kate Stevens. That's his second drop of the game and only 2 targets.
And Dunhill, on that last pass, he's just surpassed 100 yards. He's at 110 yards right now on 19 attempts. He's completed 12. He's got a 63.2% completion rate right now.
Dunhill from the split backs formation. Roll out to the right. Dunhill passes, and the pass is gone. Robert Garrett Jr. Finally another catch. First one since the first quarter.
What a catch there by the tight end. Robert Garrett Jr. just sticks out his paw, picks it up. I don't want to take your thunder, but I think that's a great hands catch of the game.
Yeah, yes, it is. It's a nice hands catch brought to you by a Retro. Put a Retro handheld in your hands and play on the only video game with your player in it in SFL in 4K23. Here's the thing with these 2 catches by the Cowboy. Both of them have been absolutely crazy catches. The one in the end zone was in between 2 guys. It was probably about a 3% completion chance. And this one, man, he just absolutely just mosses the defense. One-handed catch, an unbelievable grab right there by Robert Garrett Jr. as this Fort Worth Toros offense is finally rolling again in scoring position. Louisiana desperate for a stop. Man in motion in the backfield. That's Alexander, I think. It is Alexander. They're going to check it out to J.C. Bacon for a gain of about 3 yards. And I like the fact that Marcus Dunhill, Mickey, is understanding the assignment. He's not putting the ball in harm's way.
No, he's not. And I was actually about to bring up that point before the Cowboy decided to ride his way into a first down. Neither one of these teams so far have turned over the ball, even as well as both defenses have been doing.
3rd down and 5 from the 20.5-yard line. Dunhill to throw. Dunhill will try to scramble and will not be able to get past the line of scrimmage. Great defensive play right there by Louisiana. But even then, He didn't see anybody open. He didn't try to force anything. He knows that he has at least 3 points on the board with Emilio Rose, make it a 1-touchdown game. I don't hate it here by Marcus Dunhill.
No, absolutely not. You're at the 22-yard line. It's going to be a 40-yard attempt. I do have to give credit to Brian Craven on that sack on the last play, though. But yeah, Emilio Rose right here again. I said it before, a solid kicker puts another 3 on the board. Now you've got a 7-point lead with just a little over half the fourth quarter left in this game.
13-6, Fort Worth leads Louisiana with 5:47 left in the fourth quarter. Louisiana, again, with plenty of time to try to mount a drive and put the ball in the end zone. This is a decent return from Mike Twinscrew to try to get this going at the 31-yard line. Again, another look at the updated stats, now leaning more towards Fort Worth. And, you know, at one point we had 10 first downs for Louisiana, 3 for Fort Worth. Now we are 10-9, so pretty much even.
Fort Worth, but again, it was prior to that drive, it was 144 yards for Louisiana, 146 for Fort Worth. It just goes to show when the Fort Worth offense gets going, how they can drive the ball down the field.
Draw play right there by Dwayne Salmons, gets 2 on the play. You know, Dwayne Salmons, man, it's been tough sledding for him here all night long, as it's been for a lot of the offensive players on both sides of the football. But 14 carries, 39 yards so far in this one. Unable to really get anything big popping up. His longest carry of the game, 7 yards. Utah to throw. Utah goes deep, double covered, incomplete. Trying to connect with Ziggy Roenick. Only 1 catch and 5 targets for Roenick.
Yeah, Louisiana has to do something here. They have to keep going and driving the ball down the field. They're running low on time. Don't be surprised if Louisiana goes into no huddle where it seems like there's a lot of time left on the clock. They need to drive the ball down.
Man-to-man coverage. Utah to throw. Utah goes deep, and the pass is intercepted by one hand. Ben Stone, that was an amazing interception. You know what? It was so amazing. I'm going to give a second nice hands catch of the game, brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it, SFL 4K23. Please, just talk about it.
Well, I had a nice hands catch of the game. You got a nice hands catch of the game. We're even so far. We're 1 for 1, but I have to agree with you right there. Ben Stone right there. He's not stone hands. He's got stick hands because that ball stuck right to his glove. Great job. He used all length of his 6-foot figure to be able to grab that ball because it was barely within reach. But now Fort Worth has it with 50 yards to go.
What a play by Ben Stone as J.C. Bacon breaks a tackle or two, gets 2 yards on the play. And this will be taken down below 5 minutes. I mean, this Fort Worth defense, they've been just outstanding so far, especially in the second half. You know, remember, at the end of the first half, it was 7-3. Game could have gone either way. It still can. I mean, it's just a one-possession game. But, you know, it was like Louisiana was doing better to move the ball, getting some first downs. As we're going to see another face mask here. Let's see if this one is a personal foul.
Oh, it is.
Personal foul. That's a killer penalty right there by Diesel and this defense. That will put the ball in scoring position, Mickey, and a field goal basically just seals this game.
Oh, absolutely. Right now, they're at a 49-yard field goal attempt from Emilio Rose. They just got to get a few more yards to make this a chip shot for her, but Fort Worth wants another 6-7 points on the board.
Rollout, Dunhill passes across his body. The pass is intercepted, and for a guy who's done so well protecting the football, that one was a dangerous one. Evan Arthur with the pass deflection. We're going to take a look at DC here in just a second, folks. Marcus Dunhill from the I formation, 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Nickel defense for Louisiana. Another play action rollout. Dunhill throws to the end zone. Well, short of the end zone. The pass is caught by Henry McGee, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Worth.
What a catch there by McGee. Just a great job. Look at that post route and just getting his hands up. Longest pass so far, I believe, of the night for Marcus Dunhill right now. 152 yards. We're still on the 40,000 watch right now. but he's within striking distance with not much time left.
I formation. Let's see if they can punch this in. Is this Dane in the backfield? I think Dane is in the backfield. It is. The pass goes to the outside, though, and it's incomplete. Steven Hacker, the intended receiver. Let's take it over to Cameron Irvine for a game break update. Cam, what you got for us?
Thanks, Ramos. One of the most unbelievable plays of the season. Gene Struthers hits Marquis Sango. He breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, tight ropes down the sideline, and scores. Denver back in at 24-14 when you're done. Back to you in Texas.
Thank you, Cam. From the 1 yard line, Fort Worth. I formation. Kate Stevens in motion. Goal line defense here for Louisiana, desperately trying to get a stop. And Bacon. Bacon breaks a tackle, and he's not in.
Oh, what a great job there. Just Louisiana all over that. You had multiple players on defense, Chuck Diesel being one of them, just hawking Jay-Z Bacon from the inside linebacker, being able to stop him. 3rd and goal here, right at the 1 yard line. Louisiana needs to hold them. It's going to be a long shot, but if they can keep it to 3, they still got a chance in this ballgame.
3rd down and goal. Bacon dotting the I. Rollout, Dunhill, touchdown!
Oh, Marcus Dunhill doing what he's been doing all game long. Just running the ball. Prior to that, he's ran the ball 7 times, got 11 yards. Longest was 10 before that, but here, most importantly, a 1 yard run for 6 points on the board, putting Fort Worth up by 2 scores. This is really putting the game out of reach. Louisiana's got a long way to go to be able to get back into it. Don't be surprised if you see them in no huddle for the rest of the game.
With 3 minutes and 17 seconds, definitely looks bleak here for Louisiana. The field goal is up and good for the Toros, 20-6. The home team leads. And, I mean, obviously, Louisiana needs to put a touchdown on the board, like, right now.
I still say Louisiana has to use their arm. Tommy Utah's, he's a great quarterback. They just haven't been utilizing him enough, and when they do, they're throwing it to Mike Twinscrew.
Speaking
now,
of Twinscrew, great return to the 34-yard line. Tomorrow, we have all the city teams. Week 11 continues, headlined by a showdown in the East between 5-4 Atlanta and 5-3 Nashville. Great game at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Then we have Chicago Motor City, Bossier City Charleston, and Mexico City Queen City. It's another doubleheader, SFL Sunday night, right here on SFL YouTube. From the 34-yard line, not terrible field position, Mickey, but you have to start converting on some pretty big plays, right? Your first play has to be a pretty good one. It's about 15, 20 yards. Get you going.
well, that was definitely not 15, 20 yards, but it was 6, but it was also to a different receiver for the first time. I believe that was Kingston Ellington.
Utah to throw. This has to be a pretty sizable play. It's not, as Aiden Davis gets the pass deflection. Davis has been quiet, but that's because they have really not targeted him at all, almost.
And I want to give an apology. That wasn't Kingston Ellington. That was Adam Banks on that last reception. So, but right now, he's got to get the hands on the ball of other receivers. Mike Twinscrew can't do it all for them. Every other receiver who has caught the ball so far only has 1 reception.
3rd down and 4. Twinscrew from left to right. Utah to throw. Utah passes deep, and the pass is caught. That's the play that they'll be looking for. As Twinscrew, excuse me, that's not Twinscrew. That is Kingston Ellington makes the catch. Utah to throw. Utah goes deep again. The pass again caught by Ellington as he doesn't get out of bounds, but gets the first down. Gonna keep this drive going. Utah to throw. Utah with time again. The pass to the outside, picked off. This has been intercepted. This is coming the other way, past the 30 to the 31-yard line. And this Fort Worth defense, when it counts, it's been just absolutely impenetrable.
And that pass was intended for Adam Banks right there. And as you can see, the defender hit Adam Banks, usually Mr. Reliable when he get his hands on the ball, just was hit right at the right time to be able to have Adam Leach intercept that ball, give the ball back into the hands of Fort Worth. 2:24 left. a couple of first downs, this game is over.
2:24, and this is basically gonna be, I was gonna say run simulator. Well, it's actually gonna be, as Marcus Dunhill gets 5 on the play. You know, if I'm Fort Worth, I'm not calling any more pass plays, Mickey. Even if it's, you know, something like that on a scramble, you don't want to put your quarterback in harm's way.
You don't want to put your quarterback in harm's way. You also don't want to put the ball possibly in the other team's hands. You've done a great job to protect it. The other team has given it up twice.
2-minute warning, Fort Worth. 2 minutes away from going 6-3. You're watching the Simulation Football League right here on YouTube. The Toros at home, favored by 7.5. Right now covering the spread, the over-under at 36.5. It's a pretty low over-under, and still we're going to apparently hit the under, as both defenses really showed up in this one. 20-6 so far your score. Dunhill to throw. Dunhill actually some sort of option play. Alexander has the ball and gets the first down. What was that?
I don't know, but it was a great play call. Able to pick up the first down, keep the clock moving. Well, Louisiana called a timeout there, but still, Louisiana with one timeout left. You know, all they have to do is run this ball, just get another first down, and they can kneel their way out of this game.
22 personnel again for Fort Worth. Dunhill will throw again. The pass deep. Incomplete. Kate Stevens, I mean, it doesn't matter how many times they're targeting the veteran receiver. He's just not coming up with those balls. It's been a rough game by Stevens.
I don't like that play call, because here's what happens. You throw the ball, you're trying to get more yardage. I understand what they're trying to do in Fort Worth, but it's an incomplete pass. You just stop the clock. You save Louisiana from using a timeout.
2nd down and 10. Dunhill to throw again, and again a bizarre kind of shovel pass to Aaron Alexander, as Fort Worth is, I guess, just having fun right now with the playbook.
I don't know. What would you call that? The no-look pitch?
Yeah, it's almost like a no-look shovel swing pitch. I don't know.
I guess you would call that a shovel pass, because it is actually going forward.
Yeah. Oh, J.C. Bacon. And speaking about having fun, J.C. Bacon now put in as a wide receiver on the outside, empty set. Dunhill to throw. Dunhill middle in between 4 different players for Louisiana. This one falls to the ground, and is just a bizarre drive here for the Toros.
Look, I don't get this. Bringing on Amelia Rose, I doubt she's going to kick the ball for 59 yards. Yeah, she's coming in the punt. Fort Worth, all they had to do was keep the ball on the ground. You could have ran off another 30, 40 seconds on this clock, but they stopped it. As much as it's a long shot right now, Louisiana still has a chance. They have to get a big play here and be able to get the onside kick and have another big play, but it's still, there's no nail in that coffin right now. The fat lady hasn't sung. There's, as they said in the movie Dumb and Dumber, you mean there's a chance.
Yeah, especially when Louisiana doesn't have any timeouts. Like, they could have even knelt. Like, it's good, like, you know, kneel the ball a couple times, punt it away. I mean, just leave Louisiana with about maybe 15, 20 seconds. But instead, they still have a minute and a half. 4 receivers in this formation. Utah dropping back to throw. Utah throws deep. The pass caught. And now they will have to go back to the no huddle. Utah now back to 50% completion. Utah dropping back, throws deep, the pass caught by Ellington, and now
here's the chance that I'm talking about. They're moving the ball here. It's the best they've done all game.
Utah on the quick slant, incomplete. Actually, probably for the best for Louisiana that the pass was incomplete, as it stops the clock.
No, it's great, because now it's Louisiana has to get the chance to huddle up, just talk about the play instead of rushing to the line and trying to drive. But they've driven down the field in, what, 14, 20 seconds? They're now on the other side of the field.
4 wide receivers again. Utah passes, caught, and you have to run. You start have to you have to run out of bounds. You try, or at least have to try, you know, get to the sideline. Still gonna be forward progress, 6-yard gain. Utah will spike this one, and it's 4th and game.
That was Ziggy Hornick on that one. Ziggy, I understand you had to turn around on a bucket and hook, but you gotta run the other way. Thank God for forward progress. But now you're at 4th and 4 on the 22. This is definitely a must-go situation here.
Gonna go to the same formation. 55 seconds left here in regulation. Utah, the throw. Utah runs out of time, passes, intercepted, coverage, and now it is gonna be the game as Leach will return it to the 32-yard line, and the forward Toros defense comes up clutch again.
No, this is the thing. It's been a defensive battle all game. The over-under that Jack Stata had was 36.5. We're at 20. The defense showed up on both sides of the ball. We cannot deny that. It's just which defense came up bigger, and right now it was Fort Worth defense that came up.
Now the forward Toros will elect to kneel this one down. A couple knees will take us to the end of the game. Game that, start of the game, again, we started with a couple of 3-and-outs. Then both teams got on the board, 7-3 Fort Worth. And then for a long time, just no offense could get anything going. It wasn't really until the very end Fort Worth put the game away with a couple of interceptions. And Louisiana just offensively, despite some promise, right, despite having a couple of good plays and some first downs, they just could not put the ball in the end zone, and, that was their demise.
Oh, no, absolutely. And again, this defense, both sides of the ball, I got to give it to Louisiana's defense. They really held a high-powered offense like Fort Worth to 20 points and for most of the ball game.
That's the end of the game. Fort Worth 20, Louisiana 6. Just want to hear your final thoughts and your choice for player of the game.
Oh, man. Player of the game is going to be very difficult right here. I'm looking at a few things, but I'm not even looking on the offensive side of the ball. I think I mentioned it a few times in the final minute of the game, but the defenses showed up here. If I'm going to give my game ball, I'm looking at 2 players on Fort Worth. First one is E.K. Vincent. 9 tackles, 5 assists. Also had a tackle for loss there, but on top of that, I gotta give it to Adam Lynch. 2 tackles, 1 assist, but 2 key interceptions in pivotal points of the game.
So you go defense, I'm gonna go offense. 5 catches out of 5 targets, 79 yards. He was the best skill player in the game for Fort Worth. Also gave him a couple of really good field positions to set up some points. So I'm gonna go with Henry McGee. For Mickey Melillo and Stephen Hacker, as well as Cameron Irvine, I was Ramos Lynn. Thank you very much for watching more Saturday Night Action here in the SFL. We'll see you later.